because you're not meant to. That place is not your purpose. That place is not your purpose. It's somebody else's. If you're trying to be like somebody else, the best you could be is a counterfeit. If you're trying to be like somebody else, the best you could be is a fake. Because the world is waiting for you to grow fruit. It's waiting for your fruit, not you trying to. Think about how ridiculous this is. You see an apple tree and it's like, peaches, peaches, peaches. That's what we look like. We're sitting there trying to grow peaches, but the seed is, apples, but the seed is a peach. Do you know how many people just in this area is looking for the fruit that God has placed inside of you, and we're walking dormant? People are walking around asking for God to feed them, and you got the way, and because you don't think you got purpose, people are starving. This purpose is bigger than you. The picture is bigger than us. There's 7.8 billion plus people on this planet. You think it ain't one person that's going to like your fruit? Especially with social media. You could do a video on Apple Street and somebody in Australia can see it. He's opened the internet is not an evil thing. People can use it for evil now, pervert it. But think about how great this tool is that we can use. We got kids getting scholarships because they just showing themselves shooting the ball. We got kids getting scholarships just because they making a video on YouTube of them working out. We got people getting record contracts and all actors and all this stuff because they're making their own little mini series. People getting picked up making clothes because they wear their own clothes out, and somebody say, where'd you get that from? And say, oh, I made it. Oh, yeah, I need 13 T-shirts. But because we did it one time and only one person bought a T-shirt, and it was your mama, we get discouraged, Keish. We get discouraged and say, well, I guess this is not it. But God is like, no, how bad do you want it? There's something that has to be attached to purpose, and it's called passion. What are you passionate about? When you see that thing, it just get up inside you like, oh, no, it ain't supposed to be like that. Or, it's supposed to be this way. Or, why ain't this here? Don't you, listen here, parents. Listen to the questions of your children. Because their questions are showing you what they're here for. If you got a child or a grandchild, it ain't no lights, and they say, hey, where the lights at? You're like, well, hold on. They're like, no, let me go get a flashlight. And then make a flashlight, then set it up on the table, and then have another flashlight, this is a spotlight on you. That's not normal. You got a kid that say, hey, I want one of these things. And then you're like, no, we'll wait. And then before you know it, they done built one of their own. That's not normal. You got a kid that talks all day long. That's kind of normal. But you got to listen to what they're saying. They're giving you a glimpse. God is giving you a glimpse to what their purpose is. But you know what happens? Because some of us ain't been where God wants to take them. Some of us don't have the resources for them to get there. We kill it. Stop daydreaming. Come back to reality, girl. They are. Because in their mind, it's possible. Have you ever heard the story of Prince? They said Prince, nothing was impossible to Prince. Like, it said Prince asked him, he was doing like a movie video shoot or something the next day. He went to somebody and asked him for like a pink giraffe or something crazy. And he looked at him like, no, why ain't this possible? This dude rented out somebody else's house and turned it into the what do you call that? The sign, the symbol. He took the address off. He painted it purple. He took all the furniture out. He changed it into his own little environment. He was renting the house. It wasn't his. We got to get to that. If I want a purple giraffe, I want a purple giraffe. And it ain't a purple giraffe, I'm going to make one. Why ain't it possible? If there ain't no actresses or ballers or whatever, Hall of Famers or whatever that came out of Burlington, why can't it be you? If there's no church or place of gathering where there's wisdom and people are finding their purpose in Burlington, why can't it be here? Why can't Denzel be sitting in that seat? Why can't Mike Epps be sitting over there? Why can't the president come in here and learn? Why can't people fly their private jets into Graham Airport, take a little truck, and bring it here and park here and come to this little bitty building? Why can't they do it? This is the mentality and the purpose of God. Your purpose is not a drop in the bucket to him. The ocean is his, and our purpose is coming into there, and it equals this big ocean that flows.